What's going on, beautiful people? It's your boy here, Wesley from AConnectionTV.com and A Connection TV here on YouTube, the one channel or both the two channels where we actually adopt similar connections despite our differences. And welcome to Culture Club. Now, I don't know where everyone is. I don't know. Corday and Martel said that they were coming on, but I don't know if they're coming on. I don't know. You know, people have lives, and that's what happens when you're living. Life happens. If you didn't catch last week's episode, it is on the YouTube channel, A Connection TV. So definitely tune in to or watch last week's episode if you didn't see it. It was a doozy. Oh my God, it was so crazy, and the world was against me. No, I'm just joking. Anyways, um, definitely got some heated arguments going on and some heated debates and discussions. What's going on, H2D? Nice to see you. But we're going to talk about a couple things today. What's going on, Christopher Taylor? Nice to see you. We are going to talk about Megan Thee Stallion getting shot. I want to touch up on single people because for whatever reason, everybody that is single wants to be in a relationship. And I have a huge opinion about that. We're going to touch up on Donald Trump saying that white people get killed by cops more than black people do. We're going to talk about clout chasing. And we're going to talk about life on social media. Okay. As I go through these topics, I will take questions from you, the audience, and yeah, we'll get this thing started. What's going on, Darius Kenyon? How you doing? And nice to see you too, H2D. Wagwan. So I want to talk about Megan Thee Stallion first. I'm not gonna say like a huge fan. I'm not gonna say what they call a hottie. I'm not a hottie or whatever her fan base is called. But I definitely do respect her a lot because she is just so authentic, or at least she comes across so authentic and genuine, and she wants to have fun, and she wants everybody to get along, and she wants everybody to get along in the industry. Like, I see her as one of those women that try to, build the bridges amongst the women that are, for whatever reason, going against each other. So, for those particular reasons, I respect her. And I wasn't able to get into the music so much until really recently. Like, getting to know her, getting to catch her vibe, seeing what she's all about, made me fall in respect for her music and her direction and where she takes her rapping. I think for me, the best female rapper out right now that I just can actually gel with and vibe with and like their style and the way they rap would be Nicki Minaj. But I would look at Megan Thee Stallion as a crossbreed between Cardi B and Nicki Minaj. You get Megan Thee Stallion. Megan Thee Stallion is beautiful, and I appreciate her, and I just respect her hustle. But to find out that she went through this accident this past week is horrifying. We hear so many people rising to superstardom, and then all of a sudden they go through something like this. Their life is in jeopardy. People are out to get them, and it's like, I really hope that she is not one of those artists that we see going high that can be so much for the entertainment business, and then all of a sudden, she goes through something like this, and then, we lose a life. Not to wish anything on her, knocking on the wood around me, But that's where my mind goes. And it sucks that she went through something like this. And I wonder myself, H2D, what was Tory's role in this? Because according to her Instagram, she said that, she was shot. She said that she wasn't arrested. She said that she was shot and that it was intentional. Someone was trying to physically do her harm and she was shot. It was no glass that cut her ankle or anything like that, and she went to the hospital. The police took her to the hospital. I'm glad she came across some decent policemen, because had it been the police that we're seeing around all of a sudden now, she wouldn't be here, And Camila, all you have to do is just sign the hell off. That's all you have to do. That's all you have to do is just sign up. People don't make sense nowadays. I don't know why do people waste their time. And no, you're good, H2D. I just really hope that she is okay. And she needs to stay away from those energy sucking Kardashians. Oh, okay. I didn't know she was like BFFs with the Kardashians. I didn't know that. I didn't know that. I never see her with the Kardashians, so it's like, wait, what? What? She's with the Kardashians? Huh? I don't know, but I'm wishing Megan a smooth, speedy recovery. I hope she comes back and comes back fast, and I can't wait to see the next music video or hear the next song from her. The next topic that I want to talk about, okay? Right, H2D, right. Right. The shooting incident happened during Kylie Jenner's party. Ah, okay. Okay, KK. See, y'all let me know things. Y'all let me know things. That's okay. Now I see it. Okay. So I want to talk about single people. And if there's any single people out there right now, I'm not even gonna say my bad. I'm not even gonna say lucky you, because it all depends on what you think that you want in life. There are so many people out there posting on Twitter, "Oh, I wish I had a bae. Oh, I wish I had a boo. Oh, I wish this. Oh, if my bae was here. Oh, future bae, future bae, future bae." And the one question that comes to my mind is, when's the last time you were in a relationship? When's the last time you were in a relationship? And what happened with that relationship for you to now be single? Why are you single? Okay. I think about myself. I was single for 7 years before I found Victor Alexander. And Victor Alexander fell on my lap. And I'm still in a relationship with Victor Alexander. But being that I am older now, I understand why I was single. I understand the benefits of being single. And I understand why I'm in a relationship, and I see the benefits of being in a relationship. It's a whole new world. A whole new world. It's a whole new world, okay? A whole new world. And over 8 years, Rico says 8 years. And over 10 years, he cheated. Okay. So, again, the topic is single people. Sometimes people have a hard time understanding me. We went through that last week on the Culture Club. So I want to try my damnedest to make sure that I'm understood with this particular video, because I don't want people to confuse with what I'm about to say. So my message to all the single people is, I want you to understand why you are single. Okay? Because you, single person, are not perfect. Okay? You, single person, have a lot of ways about you that makes you or keeps you single. You, single person, may have a huge list that you want from your mate. Hence the reason why you're single, because maybe your list is not realistic. Okay? You, single person, hey,
I am so sorry.
you got a lag on you. It's like I see your mouth move and then the voice comes like 5 minutes after.
Oh no, not 5 minutes.
Oh, there you go. You good now. Okay.
Okay, we live. Good.
We caught up. Hey, Martell is here.
Hey, we're missing people.
We are. You know, I had to start this thing rolling, baby.
Come on, look at you in here by yourself and the single people.
Right. And so that is the topic that we're talking about. So again, and Rico says, no one says we are perfect, but I have standards. Okay, Rico, you better watch this whole video, boo, because I already know your story. You better watch this whole video. So Martell, I wanted to talk about single people, and I started this whole process, first of all, are you in a relationship or are you single?
I'm dating.
Okay. And so I started this off by letting the single people know that they have to understand why they are single. And it is not always the other person. A lot of the times, people that are single always put the blame on the other person, or they say, well, I want this and I want that, and I'm not going to dial down what I want. I want these are things I want, and they got to have it. Okay, boo, well, then you're going to remain single for quite some time until you run into this picture perfect person that you created in your head. You're going to remain single. And so I see all the time on Twitter and Instagram, oh, I want to be in a relationship. Where's my future bae? Oh, woe is me. I've been single for so long. I can't find my mate. All this bullshit. And I'm like, you have to figure out why the fuck you're single so you can fix it and not be single anymore. And it starts with you.
Absolutely.
What are your beginning thoughts of people that are single?
I'm that person. So even so, as I said, I'm definitely dating. But I also know I'm super like I know who I am. I know what I bring to the table. And at this point, it's not what I bring. Can I cuss? I am the effing table. Like I am the fucking table. So at this point, I don't match what I'm doing. Like I feel like I have a high level of expectation, or I have a high level of standard because I am a high standard. So someone else must be out there with at least the level of greatness that I have. So I definitely understand. I've also prepared myself. I'm like, I'll be single until the day I die before I just like, this will do.
Interesting. Rico, I just sent you a live, but I don't want you to come on here and be like,
because you know how he do.
Don't do that, Rico. But anyways, check your email. So once upon a time, not long ago, I was a hoe. But no, seriously. I was that guy that would be crying to my friends like, I want a man. Why am I single? Why is no one joining with me? What's wrong with me? Like I used to be one of those like hopeless romantic fools crying and wanting to be in a relationship. And then I get into a relationship, and then every time you get into a relationship, the beginning of the relationship is amazing. And then you discover the person. You discover the person for who they are, where they are, and when they are. And then that's where the work comes in, because it's like, oh shit, I actually have to work in keeping this person. I actually have to work in making sure that we can gel with our differences. Oh shit, this is a full-time job. Whoa.
Whoa.
Am I in the mood for this right now, or am I not? Am I that person that's like, oh my God, I want to be in a relationship? Or am I that person that thinks that the person that I find needs to be the absolute perfect person for me so that there's no work ever?
Listen.
Are you the former or the latter? Are you thinking that there is no work needed in a relationship
Oh
because
no, 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 no.
perfect person?
So again, the reason why I hold myself to such a high standard, oh, I work for this shit. Like I really thrive to be. I'm not even. I just like it's just who I am in all life though. But I thrive to be so impressive. Like when I go to work where I clock in and clock out, I thrive to be impressive. I want to stand so far above everybody else. There's no whatever. In my music, in my acting, I always want to be super just impressive. I want my shit to stand out. So in a relationship, oh yeah, I'm fucking impressive. Where it's just like, what does nigga do? What doesn't he do? Because I do it all. But again, so I expect so much because it's like I know for a fact, while God made me to be amazing, he had to make someone else.
But see, there goes so that's where I would question. Do you feel that you're too picky?
Again, I feel like I know what I deserve. So, but that's also I'm not one of those people. I don't like. Oh, I wish I had somebody. I hate. I mean,
Okay, so you're not like out here like, oh my God, where's my bae? Oh, I need.
no, because I'm gonna get it. Like I
Okay.
have people of interest. Like people I've always like. I'm always dating. I'm always like seeing somebody because there's people who are always of interest. But then I also know too like okay, well, this isn't it, and I don't want to waste your time, and I definitely don't want to waste mine. So I'm okay with being single. Again, I already told myself for years, like I'm going to spend years alone probably until again that incredible me comes along and it's like, oh, where have you been for 57 years?
And how old are you?
I'm grown.
Lord,
I'm not a child anymore.
Lord Jesus. Well, I'm going to tell you that it is great that you are mentally in that space because oftentimes we deal with individuals like myself back in the day that was not in that space and was really clamoring to be in a relationship because I can't even say why. I just wanted to be in a relationship and I had been single for so long. And I was like, I'm yearning for something. I'm yearning for it. I'm yearning for it. And then I'm like, okay, well, I got it now. And so my mind is different. And I was just telling Vic the other day, I was like, if you would have met me when I was 28, 27, 29, then you would have had a whole different version. You would have had the romantic version, the love version, the oh my God, rose petals and candlelight version and all that. I am not that guy anymore. I am so far removed from all of the hallmark ways of keeping your boo. Suffice it to say, I'm not to say that I don't do anything romantic, but I'm not like overly saturated in romance. And so, where there's like an age gap between the two of us, I feel like he's like the younger version of me, and I'm like the older version that I wish he was currently. But
Oh,
he tells me all the time that he don't need all that stuff, he don't want all that stuff, and blase blase skip, as you know, use your phrase. But at the same time, it's still a lot of work, and I see everybody like I see the Devons of the world, I see the Ricos of the world, I see the people on my timeline clamoring or having things to say about relationships, and I just look at them and I'm like, well, are you looking in the mirror? Is the problem lying with you, or do you really think it's everybody else? And I can't really talk to Devin now because Devin's in a relationship now. But before he got into a relationship, I put him in that category. Like, are you not seeing that your reflection is the problem, sir? You have to stop blocking these people from coming in your world if you are that person that's saying that they want to be in a relationship so much. But you're saying that you're not one of those people. And whenever a relationship comes your way, you're welcome to it if the person meets all of your criteria.
Yeah, absolutely. Like it's not so I'm not like against relationships at all. Like again, I'm definitely I have a situation in the process right now. I enjoy it. Things are definitely blossoming. But I also know like again, I know exactly what it's not even like I'm like I need these 10 things and it has to be these 10 things. Like I'm realistic. I know like I know if I had like a list of 10 things, I know again what is appropriate. I guess what is enough. So I think a lot of times though, those people who are seeking though, like, oh, I need to be with someone, I have to be in a relationship. Those people, that's typically what is the problem. So then that forces them like, I want to be in a relationship so bad, I want to make this work. And so they do these just outlandish things to then force this relationship. And it's like, well, that's not who that's not who you genuinely are outside of that. So
Right.
while I'm always impressive for everything, those people are they're very mediocre people. But now I want to be in a relationship so bad, so I'm doing things that I can't possibly sustain. And oh, these fireworks, y'all, the government. I'm telling y'all,
No fireworks.
it's the government. Y'all get that's the next topic. But yeah, all in all, those people who are fiending for a relationship and they just can't seem to find one, those people typically they're the problem themselves. But you know, what do I know?
Oh, all right, all right. Well, let me ask you, what are your 3 non-negotiables for a relationship for Martell Star?
I don't know if I necessarily have like a non-negotiable. I just like again, I know the most important thing to me is communication. Like if we can't talk, then especially like now too at our big ages, like regardless, I'm grown, but even more so, I'm grown, which means we should be able to communicate. We should be able to talk. Like I shouldn't have to like guess how. I shouldn't have to guess how people are feeling. Like I shouldn't have to beat around the bush. Like it should just be like, hey, here's a problem. Let's talk about it. Let's find a solution. Let's move on. So yeah, communication is just really big for me. I don't really have any other like non-negotiables because I feel like again, if we communicate, then that fixes most of the issues or gets to a place of understanding.
What would be the perfect date for you?
You said what?
What would be the perfect date for you?
That's so hard for me. Like, because I've done those things. I've tried to make these little cute little.
You right there in the window too.
Okay, like, but yeah, I guess I used to do these cute little things. It's like, oh, let's go kite flying and let's go to like these cute little romantic. Like, I don't do all that no more. I don't even want any of that. Like, legit, like a great date for me. We can go see a really bomb ass movie. Go get some food, get drinks, and then just like that be it. Like simple things.
Right.
But if it's done well.
Right. Do you find that you are extremely different than your younger self? Or do you feel like you run in the same lane as your younger self did with regard to like what you thought a romantic time would be for you?
I think like literally the only way I can explain it is because I'm still very much in that path, but I've evolved. So I guess that I just grew up. But in that sense, I remember before like it was. I think too, like no shit, like I've gotten more money, I've matured, like so that elevates too as well. So it's like, oh, before like, oh, I have to do this and I have to like. I think it was I wanted to be perfect. So like I want to be the perfect. I want to make this perfect. I'm going to make all that perfect. And I think that just evolved into me just being perfect at this point. That's all it really is.
Where does your confidence come from?
I'm sorry?
Where does your confidence come from?
That's so crazy. I don't know when that happened either, because I know before, like when I was a kid, like I was super like I wasn't this person, and then I don't know what happened where No, it was my music. Oh my God. I just had like an epiphany right now. I think that was it. Like my music became like, I think it was something like I knew for a fact. Like once I started doing it, and I'm like, oh, I'm good.
Yeah.
And then it was like, oh my nigga, you good. And oh my gosh, I feel like I just really had an epiphany right now on this show.
Come on, Culture Club, bringing it out of people. Come on.
Woo!
That's what's up.
I'm about to pray about this. Jesus.
Well, that's good though, because I think some people it takes them a longer time to find a sense of self, to understand what they want with regards to somebody else. Because whenever you're in a relationship, or if you're trying to get in a relationship, you need to understand who you are first and foremost, and you need to understand what you're willing to accept and what you're not willing to accept. And so that is so key. And Rico, you said you're waiting to be added, but I don't see you willing to be added.
Rico, you have to scroll down a little bit and click something about like join group or something of that sort. Because I think that's where everyone gets stuck in like that waiting room.
Oh.
I can almost guarantee that's probably it.
Okay. Well, I'm glad that you found that today. That's really dope. I like that. That's what's up. And I will say that that is something that I find that's very, very cool about you, is your level of confidence that you have within yourself. Especially being in the gay black community, it's very, very difficult to maintain a strong sense of self with all the adversity that we have to deal with on a regular basis. So shout out to you for that.
Thank you. Amen.
So, not that we need to talk about this man, but he's like always in the news. And he said something recently at his Rose Garden interview that white people get killed more than black people at the hands of cops. Thoughts?
And let me first be 100% honest. I don't know what the actual like statistical fact numbers are. But A, I know that's not true. B, even if it actually was true, since white people are technically the majority, it's possible that more of them would be killed, quote unquote. But I still believe, no matter what, regardless of what it is, I think the percentage rates, no matter what, like we kill more white people because there's more white people, but like based on the percentage of who it is, we're killing more black people either way. But yeah, I'm pretty sure, regardless of what the actual, I want to look that up. Regardless of what the actual numbers are, that's not true. Like I know for a fact more black people die at the hands of police than white people.
I literally couldn't even imagine. I couldn't even imagine that more white people would die at the hand of. I couldn't even imagine. Like, how would that interaction even go? Because I think so many interactions between whites and cops, and it's so pleasant. Not unless we're dealing with an irate person with a knife, or somebody running down the street naked, or something crazy or whatever. It's always rather pleasant. So I'm very shocked. Well, I'm not shocked that he said that, but I still would be very, very curious to know those numbers.
I'm pulling them up right now because I was like, I'm going to speak on facts.
Going by April 1st. Ciao.
Black people. Oh. Well, the number of black people shot to death by police in 2020 by race. So it says they shot 204 white people and only 105 black people. So technically, that's double the people. How about that?
How about murdered?
How about what?
Murdered or killed.
So that's specifically just for shot to death. But let's see if they give me. Yeah. Oh yeah, I'm sorry. Yeah, so that's actually like shot to death.
Oh wow.
I guess that's only considered shooting. So like even when we think about George Floyd was shot, so he wouldn't be included in that number.
Wow.
So I wonder if if I can get a breakdown of actual like.
What's that source? What's that source?
I'll go back and look at it in just a moment. It was. I just Googled it real quick though.
Okay. Well, hey, that's really interesting. Interesting.
Okay, so I'm looking at something else, and it's saying just for these are actual like deaths. It says victims were majority white, 52%, but disproportionately black, 32%, with a fatality rate 2.8 times higher among black. So the fatality rate is still 2.8 times higher for black people. So let's see if they can give numbers, because these percentages. But yeah, so apparently it's still disproportionate.
Right.
Oh, it's clicking on my camera shaking. Yeah, we need to find this out.
That's interesting, though. Tony Ross, you are so correct in that statement regarding people that are in a relationship faking like they are happy. It's sad that a lot of these marriages, couples that are married or whatever, end up in divorce. But the reason for that, reasoning for why a lot of these relationships end up in divorce or break up, is because these individuals have unrealistic standards that they place on people that it normally would not apply to them. They find out that they have an extreme amount of differences within the person that they thought they had so many similar traits with, and they're not willing to put in the work. And then they go through the process of wanting to change this person to mold them into whatever it is that they thought that they were, and that's just not how you handle another human being. It just isn't.
I'm still trying to figure out like an actual number for how many people are killed by police. Okay, yeah, this is how we better put this in the perspective. So according to the government statistics, and this is from WIBX950.com. I'm not sure what that is. Oh, it's a radio station. It doesn't play an ad. 65%. Oh, people out here, thank you for doing. Y'all could have been helped me.
Right. Come on with it.
I was looking.
Aiko, did I pronounce that correct? Aiko. Aiko.
Very good point, Wes. Come on.
My ex said it was too real. He couldn't deal. My family members say the same thing. Oh well, I'm a wonderful person anyway. You have to find that out. What does that mean? Because clearly, if multiple people are saying something about you, there's a disconnect between you and the people that you're trying to engage with in a relationship. So you have to find a way to soften that up a little bit, because being too real, I can go so many different ways. All right. We're going to move on to clout chasing. So, Martel, how would you define clout chasing for you?
I remember like a couple years back when I first getting into like the gay community and stuff. People used to be like, "Oh, like stunts and shows." That was like the phrase that like in the gay community that I feel like people said a lot was stunts and shows. And that's literally the only thing I can think of when I think of clout chasing. Like it's legit people just doing the utmost just for the attention. His name is like Skeets, like Skeats. Like he's super dope. He has like these really funny videos on like TikTok and stuff. Like he's definitely like an influencer. He has like a nice following now. But he was like, he made this he sampled a song by Chloe and Halle. Super dope. And I was like, oh, okay, cool. Apparently they saw it, they retweeted it, they liked it. Cool. he ended up making another video and he was like, that's not enough. I need more. So he basically then like remade the whole beat, sampling their song. He recorded a song over it, and then he posted it on digital platforms, but on like iTunes and stuff to like sell. And he's like, I just want to get sued by Beyonce.
Okay.
And I'm like, I feel like there may be a better way to get her attention. Again, to me, that feels real clout chasing. Like I'm doing something just super ridiculous, making sure it's being exposed just so I can get that attention. Because then, if Beyonce sue you, people are gonna look you up.
Right.
Like
I would go that route to be heard though. That's a lot going on.
yeah, like.
But looking up Urban Dictionary, it says clout chaser, a person that only hangs with certain people or starts beef with people to gain popularity. When you speak with someone having clout, it usually means that they communicate a sense of power or influence in political sense. Okay. Do we know any clout chasers in the world outside of Ski? I can say, can we call people that have Instagrams clout chasers?
You mean so like the Instagram models and stuff like that? Like
people that post what they're doing in life, or people that post like their accolades or their accomplishments. Are they clout chasing? Are they looking for notoriety, looking to be seen?
I guess so. I mean, I think one thing to just be like, oh, if I'm like, if it's someone who's actually, if they're doing something that's productive and they're then just displaying that, I wouldn't see that as clout chasing. That's just me being proud of my achievements and then what I got going on versus, again, now if like, say I win a Grammy, like, okay, like I'm not gonna post my Grammy every day. Like we get it. Like you're really holding on to this Grammy. Like I'm not posting this Grammy every day. I'm not gonna do ridiculous videos to show I have a Grammy and do all these extra things to then just build the extra around it. And even in the sense of when they were saying in the dictionary, the Urban Dictionary, I think so when we have the socialites, I think it's the people who then like, I'm going to do things so I can be friends with, like, I know people who are, I don't know who like the Atlanta socialites are. But like, even like, okay, so if we think, okay, because Corday's on he's on the reality show. So I feel like if someone was just to be like, oh, I don't know this man, but I'm about to start hanging out with Corday, I'm going to find ways to start trying to be friends with Corday just because I know he's someone who has notoriety. He's on the show, like he's popular. Like that would be clout chasing at that point. Like I'm just doing things so I can get in contact with the cool people and try to work my way up that way. I think because that's definitely different from just networking.
Right. Okay. I can vibe with that. I feel like if you are a clout chaser, that you just need to chill out, enjoy your own reflection, and enjoy what you give to the world because you are enough. Yes, indeed. And there's no need to clout chase. There's no need. Just find your own lane and discover what works for you. Which leads me to life on social media. Earlier we had someone said something about social media, and I'm trying to remember what it was. But life on social media it can be very difficult at times if you allow it to take over.
Mm-hmm.
And what I mean by that is people have a lot of expectations for their fave that they follow on social media. Expectations of what they expect for them to post, the work that they expect for them to produce. If there's a certain personality that you exude on your social media, if I see you out in public, I want you to have that personality. There's a lot to the life in social media. Would you consider it to be a helpful thing or a hindrance to you in your life right now?
No, social media is definitely like legit. Like without social media, no one knew who I was. Again, because when you think of people who, 20 years ago, before like social media was really popular, like they're like Will Smith. We know who Will Smith, not because who he is on Instagram today. We don't know him because of, you know, August and Jada. We know him because he was already on a show, and then that was, you know, then popularized, and he built fame from that. But for me, I don't have that type of access where all I have is social media. So now I do have people who I just supporters or whatever they may be. People I know for a fact. There are people who listen to my music in Switzerland. I never been to Switzerland. I've never met Are they Swiss? I've never met a Switzerlandian. I know for a fact I don't know anyone who has any connections to Switzerland. But somehow, via a hashtag or a retweet, someone from Switzerland found me. Social media is it's definitely necessary and positive.
Right. That's what's up. Yeah, I'm a fan of social media for that reason as well. You and I are both in the light. We don't shy away from being seen. In the particular lanes that we take in our life today, need those opportunities to be seen to get forward and to keep that popularity moving. And I've been internationally known for a long time now, and it would not be possible if it wasn't for the WWW. It just would not be possible. And especially with where Instagram and Facebook and Twitter have gone, it has become so easy to entertain the masses. YouTube and things of the sort. So I'm appreciative of life on social media, but I will say that I'd say 95% of what I give on social media is me authentically all the time. There may be like that small 5% where I'll act extreme, like when I'll be drunk at my parties or something like that. Where that's not like my everyday thing. It's just
right
at my particular party or whatever the case may be. But 9.9 times out of 10, what you see is what you get. But like everyone in the world, there will be that time where I'm not in the mood to like put on and be all crazy and bubbly or whatever. And if you see me out in public and you shake my hand and I'm more calm and reserved, you're gonna be like, oh, he was this, oh, he was that. He didn't really give me what he gave to social media. I mean, you just gotta catch me at the right time, boo.
Yeah.
Right time. Are you always on, Martel, or do you have your off days?
I think because I mean you personally know me. Like I feel like the same person that I display online it matches the person who I am offline. Again, I think we all have our day. Like, okay, like I don't have to be, you know, every time you see me, hey, what's up? Turn up, let's be ratchet. But at the same time, that's not required all the time. Like, right. I know too. When I go to work, I tone it down. Why? Because I need to have a different demeanor in the workplace. Just like if I'm running the Kroger's, like if someone see me, like if it was someone was like, oh, you so and so, I'd be like, oh, hey, what's up? But at the same time, if it was just simple, hey, how you doing? I'm at the grocery store. Like this is the time and the place for that right now.
Right. Makes sense.
Yeah, it's I don't like the phrase code switching, but like that's really what it is.
Daniel White Gamble says, I used to cut people off social media page like Facebook and Instagram because some of them was nosy, but now I am good with social media. Well, that's good. H2D says, seek and you shall find. Leave no stones unturned. Okay. He also says, I have always known about a lot of stuff without social media.
Oh, okay. That makes more sense now. And I was like, what kind of like fortune cookie proverb is this?
I will say that I wouldn't have known about Megan Thee Stallion getting shot if it wasn't for social media.
Listen, because it wasn't on the news.
Right.
Like, I saw it on Twitter, and I am so worried. Did we talk about that already?
I did at the beginning of the video, but what are your thoughts?
You know, I was late.
What are your thoughts?
On Megan, I am so concerned. I saw something most recently that said that Tory Lanez is the one that shot Megan. And I don't want it to be true because I love Tory Lanez. Like I love his music, but I know I will cut Tory the fuck off over Megan Thee Stallion. And I just don't feel like I feel like if he was the one who shot her, she would have said something. Like, at first I was scared that her and Kelsey were maybe in the back, like, oh, they was like, oh, you got a gun? They was like playing around with the gun, and she shot herself or something. That's what I didn't want to happen. Because
even when she said that it was intentional, she said that it was an intentional, like intentionally trying to physically harm her on her Instagram. That was her response,
and that's what she said. So I just don't want to believe it's Tory though, like because they were initially saying like some people were shooting at them, so Tory was shooting back at the people, and I'm like maybe I hope it was just some random N-word who shot Megan in the foot, and God gonna take care of him. But I do not want it to be Tory Lanez.
I don't know. I would think that Tory would come out and say that it wasn't him, though. But I haven't seen anything where Tory has denounced any of those particular claims. And he is out of jail. He was bailed out for 35 to 36K or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And I think Megan Thee Stallion is smart and not letting the world know the name of the person or whoever was behind it if she actually indeed does know. Because I feel like Megan is that type of person that wouldn't want the heat to be on a particular person for no reason. I don't know why I feel like she's that good, but I feel like she's that good.
But she is.
I mean, I do. I feel like I don't know. I think she doesn't want the heat to be on the particular person that was involved. But to say that someone was intentionally out trying to physically harm her, that's a lot. And
yeah, she definitely said she said some, but that was really, I was like, were they? Because I know I've seen them on social media together a couple times in a couple different videos, and so I'm like, because the way they made it seem in the last article I read, it almost seemed like she was trying to get out the car, and so he shot at her, and I'm like, that's like something like if we was boyfriend and girlfriend, like okay, like you about to leave. We about to go nowhere. So I'm like, was she dating Tory? So I guess there's so many other things that open up that.
I didn't even know that he was not a U.S. citizen, and so he's from Canada. He already
about to get I knew that he about to get
charges against him that could hinder him from remaining in the U.S. And so maybe that could be a part of the reason why she's not saying too much or whatever, so that he doesn't get deported. I don't know. But I just, like I said earlier, I just hope that she remains safe and around good people so that she doesn't become like the next Aaliyah or something like that.
Yeah, oh my, because if something happened to Megan, I would be devastated. Oh my God. So yeah, because I remember she was saying in the end of her message, she had said just being around the right people and changing or God showing her or whatever. So
right. Right.
See, I don't like cryptic stuff. Just tell us what's going on so we know who to take out because first off, Black Twitter be on the move. Black Twitter will be on the move. They'll handle it.
There was a producer, one of Megan Thee Stallion's producers, that responded to Tory Lanez and was like, "Your effing days are coming."
Yep.
And apparently he deleted the tweet. So it's like, I don't know.
Because I'm gonna stop listening. Let me find out Tory that mess with Megan. I ain't gonna listen to him no more.
And see, I don't even really listen to him now. I mean, I think it was one song that he had with Chris Brown that I liked. And I never really fancied him. But now would be the time, if you guys are out there and watching, if you have any questions that you would like to have us answer, or any topics that you would like to have us discuss before we part on this video. I like when the videos are like an hour long. I don't like those 2-hour videos we be doing. So it's a blessing to have a lesser cast so that we can get through it.
Okay, get through all the topics and go, because there was one day we were on here. It was like almost midnight, and I was like, "Why are we still here?"
Right, that part.
Wes, I don't know if you know. I don't know if you've ever went back and watched. Do you ever watch the shows afterwards?
No.
Okay. You should go back and watch the last 2 episodes. So when the show goes off, for some reason, the show doesn't go off. Okay. Everyone will leave, and it's just me by myself.
Uh-huh.
And so I spend like 10 minutes like promoting everything in the world. And people still be on here watching. Like, I'll be making sure folks go ahead, selfless plug, go ahead and stream Flex on all digital media platforms. Like, Jesus.
Let's see what we got going on here. Christopher says Nick Cannon being fired. I don't know what he said specifically that was considered anti-Semitic, so I can't really speak to it. But if he said something that offended a group of people, then I think Viacom has a duty to hold him accountable. Just like we would want somebody that said something racial towards Black people to be held accountable, I think it should fall in line with Jewish people as well. Your thoughts?
And I guess with that, because in there's one sense where I'm like, well, first, because I heard what he said. I personally didn't think it was that bad, but also too, I know I'm not Jewish, so and I think I'm like, maybe that's how people feel when folks say stuff about Black people. So that's why I'm like, I do like, I feel like we have to hold him to this. If we want to cancel, if we want to cancel Roseanne for saying some crazy stuff against Black people, then it has to be the same thing on all sides. So again, I wasn't offended by what he said. I don't think what he said was extremely offensive. But again, that's not my life. So
good point, because Roseanne was definitely canceled for what he said. Very good point.
Canceled.
Very good point. What city part of the country are you in? Well, I'm in Atlanta, Georgia, United States of America.
Come on. And I too am in ATL.
All right. Supposedly she was breaking up with Tory. Oh, okay.
That's crazy. I didn't even know they were like, and I think Tory's she's too big for Tory.
Oh, that's what I'm thinking. Like, how is he mounting that? But it happens, I guess.
Well, yeah.
Should Big Sean stop performing IDFWY because Naya Rivera passed? I don't know what is IDFWY?
I don't fuck with you. I don't F with you.
Oh. Was she in that video or something?
No. So she was part of they were dating. Big Sean and I used to date way back when. And so he wrote the song, and the song was mostly about her, or she was part of that song.
Oh.
I think he had dated 2 or 3 girls in between then. So like there was definitely parts where it could be, but a percentage of the song was about Naya. I don't think that he should stop performing the song, but I also don't know that where's Big Sean performing at right now? I'm not but I mean, I don't think he should necessarily.
You have a point.
Rest in peace, Naya Rivera, though.
Rest in peace, definitely rest in peace. Any advice on dealing with suicidal thoughts due to sexuality and not fitting in society? I'm not going to turn this into a long video, but I will say that I struggled with that. I had suicidal thoughts in my earlier days, back before being gay was such a cool thing. And the only way that I found solace within myself is by moving. And moving, I moved out of my mom's house. I moved away from my family, and I moved to a different state. And I created a life that only I had to be concerned with. And that was my way of finding a sense of self and being okay with my sexuality, be it living in the world or the United States of America. Sir, can you answer that question?
That's the comment I saw, and I was taking it back. I'm like, that's really heavy. It's I feel like I hate those like cliche phrases, but like I feel like it is one of those things like where like it does get better eventually. Like it gets to a point where, because I was very similar. I know like when I grew up in Ohio, and I think maybe that's why I am the person I am now. Like back then, like I couldn't be my full self because I always know like people are different here. Like the people itself, they're closed-minded people. Like even down to like my family. Like I feel like I was 16 when I came out to my mom, and I feel like that was like a travesty. And then even when I think of the demographics, like I remember like going through high school, I knew like 3 gay kids, like 2 of them like were my friends at one point. Like it was a really small thing versus like now, and it's like shit. I walk on the block and all these people are gay. Like, right. So I think for me it was just one of those places where I just had to just know like once I get a chance to leave this environment, I can spread more.
Right.
And so yeah, it's one of those things like just time. It will get better.
It will. And Travi, I'm not sure how old you are. But the biggest thing that helped for me was carving my own lane in my own life for my own world without having to worry about living in someone else's house, under someone else's roof, by someone else's rules. Because once you leave the nest, you can be you wherever you need to be you, at least in the United States of America, for the most part. There are some places in the U.S. that are very difficult, but you can move anywhere in the U.S. if you're in the U.S. I enjoy the show in general, but I really enjoy the longer ones. Oh, okay.
He's listening.
Okay. I mean, you know, it usually is longer when we have more people on because everyone has to give their opinion. So social media can be funny too because some of these people have 30 followers and they think that they are TMZ because the 30 people that they follow lie to them. Oh.
Jeez, who are you talking to? He's talking about somebody.
All right, Tony Ross. Okay.
Tony is speaking about a person.
What time should you take your life for living in your truth?
Come on.
Yes. I respect that, Black. I respect that wholeheartedly. Jesus, where did that thought go? Do we have? Oh, we have a lot of y'all commenting in here. Okay.
Okay.
He said blacks are the real he said blacks are the real Hebrew Jews. Truth. True. So that's what he said.
There was a lot of, it wasn't just like that one sentence, but there was a lot of things that that were said, but along those lines. Definitely he expounded more on that topic and getting into
like if you research and go deep, that is an actual that's a statement that can be legitimately challenged with people that are educated in history, not educated in the white American textbook in high school,
right?
In history, like that's something that can really be debated. So, but again, I'm not Jew, so but okay, and okay, Cannon know what he's talking about, but I'm gonna leave it at that. The real Jews of ancient time are black. He was fired for spreading anti-Semitic conspiracy theories. Let's see. Any other topics? What was going on with one of those sisters?
Tamara just got fired from the Real, or I don't know if Tamara's leaving the Real. I don't know if she was fired or
she stated that she was leaving before anything else came out. I wouldn't say that she was fired though, because she's been there so long, and not to bash her or make it sound like I'm bashing her or whatever, but Tamara seems like a yes lady to me.
No, she's the girl for that show. Like she's not gonna say anything too extreme. She's not gonna be like I give just enough conflict.
Right.
Just enough pushback.
Even that ain't much. Because even during the whole Tamar Braxton conspiracy, like she was always a mom. So
she was real just PG about it. Like all is well, things are working out. God is good. Like
right. And so I don't know. I don't see her getting fired. I don't know. Let's see. Let's see.
There's a bunch of comments though. Like people really start going in for a moment.
Yeah, I said we was leaving, and they was like, "Y'all still gonna stay here for a second."
Okay.
Who should host the Mask now? Oh, because that was that. Who was that? That was
Nick Cannon, yeah, the Masked Singer. Well, as of right now, he hasn't been fired from that.
Is that Viacom though?
I don't think that's ABC.
Okay.
So that's Disney. Oh,
Okay.
that's Disney.
Okay. I don't know. I'm not a fan of The Mask, so I don't really care if
I actually love it. Candy was on there last season and won. Like, it's a really good show, though. It's so enthralling to me. Okay.
You know, everybody likes what they like. You know, I love the fact that Candy won because we all know that there have been so many negative comments about Candy and her voice or the lack thereof, and you know, Candy was a part of a hugely successful all black female group called
Yeah.
Escape, and her vocals are on every freaking track. So we're not gonna act like she doesn't have the potential or the ability to sing, period. I mean, has she been successful lately with her music? Not so
No,
much. But the music scene has changed for everybody. Everybody.
absolutely.
Not unless you're Beyonce. And so it
Even
is.
for her.
Yeah, even for her, because apparently a lot of the gays aren't really liking this black parade and pro-black stuff that she's doing and the rapping that she's doing and the lack of singing. But I'm a fan for Beyonce. I love Beyonce. Beyonce has done enough in this world with regards to music. She can do whatever the hell she wants.
Literally.
Right. Find God to help you. The love of Jesus and God. Okay. I'm assuming that's for Travi.
Yeah.
Devin said it definitely not Tyra Banks. Oops, shade.
Talking about the Masked Singer.
Right.
And no shade, I wouldn't want to see Tyra couldn't do that. She can do what Nick did.
Find someone you trust that you can talk to. Yes, everybody's giving Travis some advice. I love it. Y'all better be nice and kind.
Okay, that's what we need to do. That's what we should be doing, is supporting and uplifting our community.
I told my parents I was gay when I was 6 years old. My dad thought I was very cool. My mom was, okay.
That's dope. Like, not my dad, because typically, like, people are like, my dad hated me and my mom, she embraced me and blah, skip.
Right.
I mean, it's not dope that his mom was but it's dope that, you know, his dad was.
Just be yourself, and if people that don't respect you for being yourself, fuck them. Life is too short to be worrying about what people think of you. It can be hard, but sometimes you gotta let go. And that's easier said than done if the particular person in question is not living an independent life, absent whoever has control over their life or where they're living. So, like, for example, even if I live in a roommate situation because I can't afford to live on my own, and my roommate is super homophobic or whatever the case may be, that makes life really, really difficult. And every day I gotta come to someone that's homophobic, especially if it's family or someone that you would consider to be a friend. And so again, for me, I wasn't able to establish a sense of self until I found an independent life. Because there are a lot of individuals out there where their family is not going to accept them for who they are. What do y'all think about these gay shows like G Status, ATL Hustle, The Come Up, Chasing Atlanta, etc.? Should give it a watch. If not, I'll let you respond.
You know, I actually submitted to be on one of those shows. And I think, yeah, that's not even like, it's not like, but again, I think that was part of that, like, a place of like clout chasing. Like, oh, if I get on this show, okay, this is definitely gonna like do this and blah skip is gonna make. But I know too, like, and I know what I've always, because I know someone had even asked me about a reality show once. I know what I talked about that show once before, recently, that just didn't happen. But one thing for me is I know that comes with these shows is unnecessary drama. To me, it feels like a lot of those shows tend to want to match what is that of like the Real Housewives. So I don't believe the Real Housewives is reality. So I feel like these are reality web shows that are mocking a show that isn't actual reality. And I feel like that's where a lot of the issues come in. So I'm like, if I come and do this show, like I'm about to do this arguing, I'm about to do this fighting. But with those, like that's part of like it's almost like part of like if you're gonna be on here, you gotta beat somebody up twice.
So I was watching G Status, and I'm not gonna mention anybody's name because I know practically all of them for the most part. Some of them I know. Let me say I know some of them. So I was watching G Status episode 2. There's a scene where they're at a restaurant and they're waiting on the host. I can't remember his name. He's like the oldest one out of the group or whatever. They keep making fun of his age because he's the oldest out of the group. Anyways, there were people at this table that I knew of, and it was disturbing to watch because they were arguing and going back and forth at each other. And I just felt like that was for what? Like, what is the point in arguing on film or like carrying on, calling each other names and stuff like I just never, I will never understand that with regard to people that look like me. I just won't get it. I will never understand it. It's never going to be pretty hot and tempting to me to see our people bash each other, degrade each other, rip each other to shreds, and I'm not gonna count their pockets, but none of them are better than the other. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I couldn't understand that scene in G Status ATL Hustle. And so what do I think about these game shows? I think we need a reality show that doesn't showcase the stereotype. I think we need a reality show that showcases authenticity without the drama. We don't need to see the drama, especially, let me say, I don't want to see the drama where we're just going like this with each other. Let's see the drama in life. Let's see the drama at work. Let's see the drama in the hustle and the grind and all these people trying to be whatever it is that they're trying to be. Let's see the dramatic scenes that occur with that. But if I'm a part of a ensemble cast, I don't want to see me beefing with somebody I share a credit with on this fucking show. That's ridiculous. It just doesn't make any sense to me. So that's my thought with G-Status ATL Hustle. And
all of those shows, really.
Yeah, all of the shows. They sitting on there fighting, and I just don't understand that.
Carrying on.
Let's see. She's very much Cynthia Bailey of The Real.
Talk about Tamara.
Okay. Lonnie is the reason that Sister got fired because Tamar said it's about to get real. But Tamar denounced that and said that she was talking about real life and the fact that what we're dealing with now with police brutality and, black murders and stuff like that. That's what Tamar was referencing. She wasn't talking about The Real. Check out the year 1465 before slavery. What was going on in Africa? Y'all better be on some extreme topics.
Right. What was going on in Africa?
I'm lost. Why all the gays catfighting in Atlanta with COVID all around? Yes, I talked about this last week.
We talk about this every week because it's still happening.
It's still happening. It's a lot. Baby Candy can't sing, and like Nene said, she can stick with songwriting. Oh, okay.
That's not nice.
Everybody has their opinion. If I'm correct, I believe I saw Wes in the background in one episode of Chasing Atlanta. I think like last season. Yeah, in the background, minding my business, and they caught me on film. So I was supporting one of the fellow actors of A Connection TV, Rico Casanai. He had a performance at I Lounge, which is a venue in Atlanta. So I went to support him, and they were filming for Chasing Dallas. I want to say I think it was the Dallas show, whatever. And I was in the background. So yeah, I wasn't on this show. I would never be on the show. No. How come people always say they don't want the drama in reality shows, but shows like T and Tamara and Married Medicine, LA never succeed? I don't know. I never watched Married to Medicine. I never really connected with those ladies in any way to find them entertaining.
I thought they were drama too.
But I think people like Married to Medicine. I don't know. I didn't know it wasn't successful. And Tia and Tamara, the old show, the old sitcom show, I watched that show. I watched all the old black shows.
That was really successful.
Yeah.
But I think they had like a newer show. They had like a reality show a couple years back. But the show, like it wasn't like the show was on like VH1 or like Bravo or something. Like it was on like the Style Network. It was like something like it was some obscure channel that people don't really have anyhow. Like it wasn't anything like it wasn't prominent like a VH1 or Bravo, or was it Bravo? Was that what Housewives come on?
Right, Bravo.
Reading my comments. You guys are really awesome. Oh my gosh, you are awesome too, H2D.
An American Family, 1973 was the only true reality show. The mess that show today is properly referred to as unscripted. It's mostly all stage. Okay.
And I think that's accurate. Like, I think everyone throwing things is not going to solve anything. Absolutely.
Yeah, facts. Definitely facts. That's the reason I don't watch reality shows. They are embarrassing. Yeah, literally when I saw that scene, Tony, I was just like, I'm confused. I don't understand. Like they went to throwing drinks and food, and I couldn't understand that. And it was on We Eat TV with the Braxtons. We Eat TV with the Braxtons. And I don't watch the Braxtons. So I can't watch a lot of like if the whole show is all women, I can't really watch it because I can't really relate to.
That's not my experience.
There's nothing I can relate to, and the only reason why I got into Real Housewives of Atlanta was because I had always had some kind of like thought of going to Atlanta or living in Atlanta, and I would see like celebrities and stuff on the show, and I'll be like, "Oh, that would be so dope if I could make it and get to Atlanta." Now I'm in Atlanta, and I've been around some of these ladies, so that's the only reason why I continue to watch. Other than that, I don't really watch none of the other reality shows. The only reality show that I watch that I absolutely love is The Challenge on MTV. That is the best reality show that is on right now because these are like real people. Like they're not celebrities, they're not actors. They are people that have come together, and then we're in our 35th season just wrapped, and they come together to do these challenges. And the drama that happens on that show is amazing because it's like authentic drama that just happens. And it's like, oh, what would I do if I was in this situation? Or what would I do if I was in this situation? It's not, oh, I'm better than you, and I'm wearing the Fendi, and I'm wearing the Gucci. And it's not that stupid, superficial shit. It's like someone getting slighted when they were like, so say me and Martell, we're partners, and we're up in this competition to win $500,000, and we tell each other that we're going to the end no matter what. And then all of a sudden, I switch sides, and then I decide to choose Olivia to go to the end to get the $500,000. Like that's the kind of drama that's on the challenge. I freaking love it. And Big Brother is amazing too. If you don't watch Big Brother,
that's what I was gonna say.
Big Brother is freaking amazing because the drama that happens with that is again people getting backstabbed or backdoored and like cheated out of the money. That's the kind of drama I like, but not no drama like, oh bitch, you ain't got no real job, or oh bitch, you live with 16 roommates, or like that's the stupid shit. Like, anyways, I love Bailey too, Black. I love Bailey too. She's beautiful. But Martell, tell everybody how they can find you, where they can find you, and all that good stuff.
Oh, hang on real quick. Christopher Taylor asks, did you try out the Circle yet? The Circle's on Netflix, and it's an amazing show. I love The Circle. I actually submitted to be on The Circle. So hopefully season 2, y'all see me.
I can see you doing that. And I
would see The Circle, the show I definitely would do. Like, I would kill on The Circle.
I can see you on that all day long. And so, yes, those are the kind of reality shows that I like competition reality shows. That's another competition.
Yeah.
Those are the shows that I like. I like those kind of shows. So Big Brother, The Circle, was good. They had another show on a couple shows on Netflix about love. Love is Blind was good.
There's one like Too Hot to Handle or something like that. Like that's really good. I watched that too. I was like, this is stupid, but I ended up watching the whole thing.
Right, like those are the type of reality shows that I like. Competition reality shows. Martell, best of luck with your career.
Thank you so much.
And Martell, would you be a catfish or yourself?
I thought about that because because what I want to do is I wanted me and my best friend to go on together, so it would be two of us, and then like we would both be like me or something like that. I think I would still be Marshall Starr, so folks could see me and I get that exposure. But it would be two of us being Marshall Starr.
I would definitely go on and be me. I would not be a catfish. I so discriminate against catfish. I feel like catfish is so unnecessary, and you're a punk ass motherfucker if you're out here catfishing in 2020. Like, can we grow the fuck up? Like, be happy with your reflection, or get a mirror that shows you someone else.
Well, I'm a catfish for $100,000. Now look, I'll do what I gotta do for 100 G's.
You know, and it was interesting because I watched the last season. The one season I watched, and the girl that came on, she was like a heavy set girl, or whatever, and she went on promoting self-awareness and loving yourself and being one with self and all that, and she was a freaking catfish.
Yeah.
So disgusted by her, and I'm glad she realized that she was disgusted by herself because she finally came out and told the world that she was a catfish because she was feeling so bad. And I was like, "That's what you should feel bad, you moron."
I've been playing the game. Like I just want to win. So whoever I need to be, like every person, I'll be a different person to every person. Like Martell's so rude. Martell's nice. Oh, Martell's sweet. Like I'll be whoever I need to be to win. I catfish my ecstasy.
Not right. If you got to go through that, you should remain single. Yes, indeed.
This is why we're so single. Like,
but anyways, tell them where to find you. We are signing off, guys.
Yes. Well, y'all can find me on all social media at Martell Star, MartelStar. Again, that's on all social media platforms. Make sure y'all stream my single too, Flex, on all digital media platforms: iTunes, Tidal, Spotify, Martell Star, Flex. Play that. Kenya Martell Moore. What?
And next time, not Kenya Martell Moore. And next time,
like me.
Next time when you come on, we'll play the song. So send me the song, and then we'll play it next time when we come on for next Thursday. I'm really trying to do this like every Thursday, guys. I know sometimes it'll be like hit or miss or whatever the case may be. But even when it was just myself earlier today, I was like, fuck it, I'm going to just come on and do it. Because Thursdays, I'm really trying to make it like a regular routine so that you guys can get a Culture Club every Thursday because you say that you enjoy the shows. But anyways, like my moniker says, follow me at A Connection TV. And without further ado, I love you guys. Thank you guys for tuning in. Make sure you watch all of the Culture Clubs because last week's episode was really hot, pretty hot and tempting.
Oh my gosh.
And so definitely tune in. But we will be back next Thursday. And if there are any topics that you want us to discuss, definitely leave those topics on Watch ACTV on Instagram, Watch ACTV. And so we can know what to talk about because sometimes it's hard to come up with all these topics. But without further ado, love you guys. Stay blessed. And Martell, be safe out there, bro, with all the fire.
Sure, you too. All right, bye, y'all. Oh, no, we still turn up. Make sure y'all stream Flex on all digital music platforms. I'm on iTunes, I'm on Spotify, I'm on Tidal, all that. Follow me on all social media at Martell Star, MartelStar. Shout out to everybody coming in and watching the show today. We appreciate y'all being here. Next week, I'm not going to do a live rendition of Flex like Devin said. F that. However, Wes is going to play the song so y'all can hear it. Y'all can check it out. Still make sure you go ahead and stream the rest of that on all social media. Why are you like this? Because I was made to do the most. Look, my mama made me. And my dad, both my parents, they made me like this to do the most. So yeah, make sure y'all stream all my music, whatever. Follow me on Twitter. My Twitter be funny sometimes. Other times it be boring because I don't be on there talking about nothing. But still, follow me on Twitter at Martell Star. I type a little thing every now and then. So make sure y'all check that out, whatever. Follow me on Facebook, Martell Star Music. I don't be doing nothing on Facebook because Facebook is for old people or older people. But still, make sure you go ahead and follow me on Facebook just so I can have those followers. Follow me on Instagram, like all my pictures, all of them, even the ones that are just little stars. Go ahead and like all my pictures. Double up on that. On YouTube. We on YouTube right now. Since y'all here on YouTube, go ahead and watch my music videos too. I got the Sammy Walker video out for the, representing gay love or whatever. I got Thought Box remix out there being nasty. So your mama ghetto. So yeah, make sure you go ahead and watch all my music videos. If you go watch a show off video, there'd be 3 of me in one video. So it's dope. Check it out. Oh, also, I'm in some web series. We ain't gonna talk about the web series I'm most recently in because Devin Forbes is on it. He a BA hoe, so F him. No, but for real, make sure y'all watch Frenergy on ACTV right here. ACTV. Make sure you watch Frenergy. I play Nick. I'm the bomb. How about that? 20 years old. Make sure y'all go watch Twisted on Dreamhouse Television Network on YouTube or whatever. Make sure you watch Seventh in Love on YouTube or whatever. It's about oh my gosh, I'm not on Signal 23. I am on ACTV. I have not worked with Signal 23 though. No, I have not. I don't know anything about any of those shows. I don't watch Signal 23 television at all. Unfortunately, I don't know anything about that. But yeah, I'm about to go because I want to be here on here all night. I don't even know how many of y'all still watching. Let's go look and see how many of y'all still watching. But nonetheless, make sure y'all go ahead and stream on. 15 people still watching right now. So all 15 of y'all better go stream my music. When I go look at my numbers today, I better see 15 numbers just go up all of a sudden at the last midnight hour, y'all, because y'all should be on there. Oh, people hanging up as look. I just saw the number go down. All right, so the number's going down. I'm about to go. I'm doing the most. But again, stream flex. Follow me on social media. Love y'all. Bye.